when Sadyap and Sadish Menon approached me to speak a bit about my journey as a music student, a student of learning how to compose music, I was not very optimistic in the beginning. I was not very sure whether how does patterns fit into things. We have been always trying to go away from patterns. We have been trying to break rules, because if you remain in the same thing, then you are compared with somebody else. How do you fit into that? He spent at least an hour trying to tell me more about it and how he perceives things from the perspective of patterns, and it was a great learning for me. Creativity within the space of music and art always borders between order and chaos. Order has patterns. The moment you try to move into chaos, you try and break all patterns. So my feeling was everything is lost there, but then I realized new patterns are being built. So within the frame of music, if you look at it, the best example is Salida. We all try and be him because he broke all the rules which was present in that modern day, those days of music composing in Hindi. He broke everything, brought in Western, he brought in Bengali folklore, everything was brought in, and he broke all the patterns which was moving in there, but then he created his own pattern. So I think there is no escape from pattern. Whether you make one or whether you strive to make one or follow somebody's, that's how it works. Within my limited knowledge of music and music composing, I would like to take what is we call as a song or a gana. What does it constitute of? It's got, according to me, there are at least minimum 3 dimensions to a song. It's lyrics, because we are all born and brought up in listening to songs with lyrics. Then the music, which gives it its body, and the visual aspect of it. So if whether there is a visual attached to it, whether it is made for a movie or whether it's made for a play or not, when a listener is listening to music or a song, it should take him to some place. So some other place where he's not or she's not in this place, it's either transported to a different place. So that visual is very important in that thing. So when it comes to movie making songs for the movie, based on the story, there will be a scene where you need the song to be fitted in. The director will say that I have this scene, and for which you need a character to do so and so things, and for which maybe there is this kind of it's either happening in the mountain. I'm talking about the movies in the past, so you need some kind of a mood to be created, and within that mood you need the lyrics to be built in. So there is no order in these things. So though there are disorderly kind of creations, you can start with the visual, go to the lyrics, make the music, or you can start with the music, create the lyrics, go to the visuals. Those kind of things have been always challenged, and there is nothing wrong in that. Within these 3 dimensions of singing or songs, I can say that each one of them have a very specific pattern. So lyrics, you start with what is called as meter. Malayathil vrittam adinte oru bhaganu. Innu gadya kavithakal ishtamari varunundu, but even then there is some kind of a rhythm based on which the lyrics is built up. And the music, like my brother has explained, the notes, the ragam, these are the kind of things. I mean, our classical system has restrictions in terms of the number of swaras that can be used in a specific raga, whereas there are other music forms where they use all the notes. So the basic pattern for music comes from the notes, and then you have what we call as the visuals. And visuals is mostly related to the abhinaya part of it. So either you have nature being shown, or there is a person shown, or you yourself become that person, which is that specific thing, the bhavas. I mean, you have different bhavas related to abhinaya, which comes in as its pattern. So you could have Shringaram, you could have you could have kopam, you could have hasyam, all those kind of bhavas, and each word from the lyrics could have a definite connection with that particular bhava, and if you can connect it with your singing style or your raga or your music, then you are creating a song. So I'll just explain, I'll try and explain it through two songs which I have composed, and one is a padam. Padam is basically composed for Mohiniyattam, and the inspiration for this padam was there is a raga called as Ahiri, and there is a very famous song called as Panimati Mukhi Bale. So while I was taught this song, Ahiri has got a signature or a pattern of being a very vilamba kala, very slowly. Panimati Mukhi Bale Padmanabhanin Panimati Mukhi Bale Padmanabhanin Kanivillagaya Kaman Paramideyono Manasi Dusahamiyo Madanakadanmindu Madirakshinan Cheyavu. So it's about viraha. It's that dussaha is brought in. So you will the good teachers teach you in the Bhagavad that dussaham should come out in your expression. So these are things associated with the padam. So ahiri is generally used for a vilamba kala kind of a thing. So and I was inspired by again Devarajan Master's Prananadhani Nikki Nalgiya Paramananda, which was an epitome of beautiful Vipralambha Sringaram being brought into a song. And then I told my friend Murali we should create a song or a padam in Ahiri. So Ahiri, all the other songs. Mayamma Anine Pilachite Matlada Radha Natoma. So it's always very sweet and soft. Now we come to Vipralambha Sringaram, we can have viraham in that. Now how do you pitch it up? So that's where you try and break the pattern. So the song I made was Ravine Priyadarama Kiyadindino Radhike Ragalole. So it begins in that viraha song and then try and move it in. And then there is a portion where it's pure Vipralambha Sringaram. It has to be at a slightly rhythmic mode. So then I broke the I even checked with my guru later that I have not used any wrong swaras or something for that. Sundarangamadi mudi dalugi Kalaviravugal kongadalodi Talaliravud tamburu murugi Aduragadigalila Maduragadirabinde Priyadarama Kiyadendinu Radhike Ragalole. So unless you sometimes break patterns and then create new patterns, you cannot fit in something. So if the lyrics or the mood of the song is getting into something else, that couldn't have happened at a slow space. So that is one this thing. And bhavams, like there's a song which says, നടയിൽ ഞാൻ എത്തിയില്ല, നടക്കാവിൽ വച്ചേ നിന്റെ മിഴികളിൽ നിന്നെ അറിഞ്ഞു, കണ്ണ തൊഴുകയുമായി ഞാൻ നിന്നു, അരികത്ത് വന്നില്ല നീ, അകലത്ത് നിന്നോരെന്നെ കിളിമിതി എന്നെ വിളിച്ചു, ഞാൻ അടിമുടി കോരിത്തരിച്ചു. സച്ചിദാനന്ദൻ പുഴങ്കര എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞൊരു നല്ല ഒരു കവിയുണ്ട്, അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ വരികളാണ്. So when you write lyrics, you think with some patterns, you have certain things in your mind, and you can always challenge that, you can break that, you can also bring in new. So how do you see this? This is like it's like prema bhakti. Kannane കാണുന്നത് പ്രേമത്തോടെ ഉണ്ട്, ഭക്തിയോടെ ഉണ്ട്, കുറച്ച് കുസൃതിയോടെ ഉണ്ട്. So all the three things can be brought in under same raga, different. So first could be Asharyam. നടയിൽ ഞാൻ എത്തിയില്ല, നടക്കാവിൽ വച്ചേ എൻ്റെ മിഴികളിൽ നിന്നെ അറിഞ്ഞു, കണ്ണ തൊഴുകയുമായി ഞാൻ നിന്നു. You can bring in ആശ്ചര്യം. അരികത്ത് വന്നില്ല നീ, അകലത്തു നിന്നോരെന്നെ കിളിമതി എന്നെ വിളിച്ചു, ഞാൻ അടിമുടി കോരിത്തരിച്ചു. You can use paribhavam in that. നടയിൽ ഞാൻ എത്തിയില്ല, നടക്കാവിൽ വച്ചേ എൻ്റെ മിഴികളിൽ നിന്നെ അറിഞ്ഞു, കണ്ണ തൊഴുകയുമായി ഞാൻ നിന്നു, അരികത്ത് വന്നില്ല നീ, അകലത്ത് നിന്നോരെന്നെ കിളിമതി എന്നെ വിളിച്ചു, ഞാൻ അടിമുടി കോരിത്തരിച്ചു. So ragas can be used in any fashion. Like my brother said, this is started with a raga called Chanjuruti. Yeah. So and the poet uses name of a raga in this. So sometimes you are then challenged to change the raga. So ഇവളുടെ മിഴിയാമലരിതിൽ തിരുനാമം എഴുതിടുമേ കാകിതയിൽ, ഇവളുടെ മിഴിയാമലരിതിൽ തിരുനാമം എഴുതിടുമേ കാകിതയിൽ, തരളിതമാകുന്ന ശ്രുതിഗതി തന്നിലോ യമുനാ കല്യാണി നിറഞ്ഞു, മെല്ലെ ശതതന്ത്രിയാകെ ഉടന്നു, ഞാൻ അനുപല്ലവിയിലലിഞ്ഞു, നടയിൽ ഞാൻ എത്തിയില്ല, നടക്ക. So some naughtiness comes in. So bhavas can be utilized in the same rag, same this thing, same lyrics, and that brings in a visual appeal to the whole thing. So sometimes the lyrics itself is so powerful that it takes you to Chandra Kalavam Charti Olarim Dira. You don't need anything else. When that lyrics takes you to that world, you know, how you want to live again. No. So I think this is the only connect. I mean, I think Satish Menon is better suited to talk about the implications of patterns in music than us. I can only say that whatever we try and learn, we learn it by way of a traditional system which is brought in by a set of pattern, which helps you learn faster, it helps you remember better, reproduce better, connect with the audience better. But at the same time, don't stop at it. Creativity should push you towards breaking rules, trying to create something wrong, you will fall, then keep doing it. It's like what we do in entrepreneurship. We keep making machines. 9 out of 10 are failures, but then one blockbuster will come in and then that will help you. So these are our few thoughts. I would request my brother to conclude. Yeah.
Because I just forgot to tell one aspect here. In my presentation, I showed about IQ, intelligent quotient. Actually, if we can start teaching our children at the age of about 5 to 6 Carnatic music, there's nothing like that. Because definitely learning either Carnatic music or Hindustani music at the young age of 5 or 6 or 7, that time, provided they're having നമ്മൾ വാസന എന്ന് പറയും, മലയാളത്തിൽ വാസന എന്ന് പറയും. This vasana is nothing but same as ജ്ഞാനം. I think Brahmins ആണ് നമ്മുടെ ഇടയിൽ അധികം Brahmins ആണ് ജ്ഞാനം എന്ന് ഉപയോഗിക്കുക. നമ്മൾ ജനറൽ പബ്ലിക് വാസന എന്ന് പറയും, നല്ല വാസനയുള്ള കുട്ടിയാണെന്ന് പറയും. If that talents, if you notice in your children or grandchildren, I would really recommend that you can start teaching them Carnatic music, all the notes, Sarigama, Padani, all the notes, either Carnatic or this one, at the age of 5 to 6. Definitely their intelligence will increase. They can perform very well in their studies, academics, not only in music but academics. Thank you very much.